Okay, hey there, Radically Awesome, Amazing People. I thought I'd do something different. I've basically been exposed to. Okay, I suppose my first experience of being exposed to like Japanese, like culture and pop culture and so on and so forth is when I watched Dragon Ball Z. Then I started watching a lot of different anime. So, like you get Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer. Solo Leveling, Death Note, Naruto Shippuden, Fire Force. What did I watch after Dragon Ball Z? Yeah, it was GT. But they used to have like an anime channel in South Africa many years ago on DSTV. That was my first exposure to, you can say, Japanese anime culture in a sense. Then after watching Naruto, you obviously know about the ramen. You learn about the music. Then you start learning about obviously watching a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of streamers, so on and so forth. So I've got a really good friend by the name of Jason. He stays in Japan at the moment. He's teaching English. He said he's loving it there. He's like, it was the best thing he's ever done. I think moving there was probably the best thing he really appreciates. Like he's gone to so many different places. He's got exposure to the the anime culture, the cosplay culture, the retro gaming culture, the food, the nightlife, the technology and everything else like that. So I think this is probably an old picture because I'm seeing a Honda Jetta here. But yeah, I can see that the appeal on why people love to go to Japan or love to go visit and live in Japan. The technology is so advanced there. It's insane. It's ridiculous. Like they got vending machines, they got robotics in restaurants. They've got so many technological advances, and it's quite an incredibly developed country. I know there's obviously the bad side towards it, I suppose that's every country has its bad sides, but it's generally good because a lot of people tend to enjoy it. A lot of streamers go there, a lot of people, I would say social influencers go there for some, because I think they just like to experience the culture, and they have like these maid cafes. They've got the authentic Japanese ramen noodle shops. I would love to go to the retro gaming area. So it's like an entire street dedicated to retro gaming. It's like old school, like PlayStations, Nintendos, Game Boys, N64s, which are pretty awesome to check out. And obviously to just see the anime. I myself watch dubbed. I know it's a bit of a horrendous thing to say, but I tried reading and watching and listening at the same time, but I couldn't do it. Maybe it was different because I grew up watching Bollywood films, and me and my mom would watch Bollywood films, but I think I was more drawn and captivated through that because of my mom's culture and stuff like that. But when I tried watching Japanese anime, it's very difficult to get into, especially if it's like the original. So, but other than that, the dubs are pretty amazing. There's a huge cosplay community there. Major cosplay. Like I think it's a lot of people that actually cosplay there. Let me see if I can get some pictures and stuff. And it's the main reasons why people want to go to Japan. Let's actually look at the main reasons why. I think a lot of people generally go there because, so Japan is popular due to its unique blend of rich culture, traditions, stunning natural landscapes. That's true. Modern cities, advanced technology, delicious cuisines, and a strong emphasis on cleanliness. Okay. All contributing to a fascinating and diverse experience for visitors from around the world. So key reasons for Japan's popularity, I think it's cultural attractions. So the cherry blossoms, the symbolic beauty of cherry blossoms during spring is a major draw. Deeply ingrained in Japanese art and culture, traditional practices, tea ceremonies, calligraphy, flower arranging, and other traditional arts showcase Japanese aesthetics. I think from my side, I love the Japanese samurai because I watched quite a lot of Japanese films with regards to samurais and kung fu martial arts. So they're very humble, very respectful, very, you know, they appreciate honor and dignity, and they're willing to sacrifice themselves for their clan and their people and everything else like that. So it's quite interesting. Like I watched, what is that movie called? I think the first exposure I got to it, I think there was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is when they were in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Somehow they managed to travel into another world and they got stuck in Japan. And then there's The Last Samurai. Shogun is amazing. I think Shogun was probably one of the incredible, authentic, depictions of, Japanese samurai culture and everything else like that, which was pretty amazing. So I think the main reason, so there's also vibrant festivals where they have the different festivals that people love to experience. Culinary delights, sushi and fresh seafood. Japan is renowned for its quality sushi and diverse seafood. Balanced cuisine. Japanese is often considered healthy with an emphasis on fresh ingredients and presentation. Okay, natural beauty. Modern appeal. Urban cities, Tokyo and Osaka, are known for the futuristic architecture, vibrant nightlife, and cutting-edge technology. Innovation. Japan is a leader in technology advancements, evidence in robotics, electronics, and transportation, which is true. It's amazing. Cleanliness. Again, the manga and anime. I think that's probably a lot of people get involved into the manga and anime. So the Japanese pop culture like manga and anime have a massive global following, attracting fans to experience the source of these creations. So I can see the appeal behind that. Let's see if we can check out a video. Or hear a video.
When I was growing up, my image of Japan was a distant, futuristic land filled with both wonder and the bizarre.
Okay, let's bring this here. Let's have a look. This guy is called Quicktaqu.
Seeing articles with images like this, eye-catching titles, painted the country as if it was some sort of fantasy realm. By the way, that image is from an adult film. I can assure you, besides some unique menu items, McDonald's in Japan are pretty normal. This narrative on the internet that Japan is batshit crazy is still around today. While I do think it's less intense now, clickbaiting unsuspecting Westerners with some crazy Japanese invention or strange custom is pretty commonplace even now. I do think this is a big reason why Japan has gotten quite popular, even if these articles and reports are exaggerated, factually incomplete, and sometimes just incorrect. They do spark a lot of intrigue. We want to learn more, so we begin to seek out more information. Do taxis in Japan actually have automatic doors? Yes, they do. Are vending machines everywhere? Not if you're hiking in the middle of the mountains. Well, except for Fuji. Wearing masks is common? Yeah, but that's most of Asia. These facts make it seem like Japan is this really unique place with customs that only exist here. But you can do this for almost any country. Does the US have a mass shooting almost every week? It does. Do prices in the US not include taxes? Yes. Eating spray cheese is common? Well, it's bigger in America than anywhere else. See? America is so weird and wacky. Wow. But, unlike the US as a whole, there's so much more content about Japan. About people eating local foods, going to the town with only 50 people, or finding a train station run by a cat. You would think that there's this craze about Japan. After all, look at some of the biggest YouTubers focusing on the place. Does France have this many YouTube channels about it? Or does the algorithm know I'm a weeb and pretend the rest of the world doesn't exist? Is Japan...
Oh, that guy's good. What is his name? The guy who interviews. His name is, Paolo from Tokyo. Oh, that guy's amazing. Like he interviews a lot of people doing their jobs in Japan. and he also experiences the life, you know, what Japanese people go through every single day. It's actually really good. I think it's one of the best. So this, I don't know why this guy is on about, you know, Japan and USA. Why is he not talking about the UK and the rest of the world, and Europe and, you know, Africa and, you know, Australia and the rest of the world?
The world doesn't exist.
Oh, but why is a comparison between Japan and America? Like that's like, can't really compare. Yes, you know, you get the westernized part of America getting, you know, influencing Japan culture, and you get the Japan culture influencing, the westernized area, like, you know. So, but I can understand that, but yeah.
Is Japan...
It's calling it wacky and weird. I think there's a lot of places around the world that's wacky and weird.
Really becoming the...
And a lot of places are worse.
The most popular country in the world. I was watching YouTube the other day and spotted Abroad in Japan had uploaded a video on a haunted inn in Iwate.
Ooh, that
and
looks cool.
For a second I got deja vu, because not only did he already cover this about 3 years ago, but there's so many videos on haunted places in Japan. Does Japan have...
Ooh, I think that's really cool, because a lot of people who love horror films and horror games so a lot of Japanese people love horror, and they divulge into the horror quite often, especially when you get like Silent Hill, the Resident Evil. I think there was a thing called Siren, which was very good. I'm just trying to think of the other ones, you know, like you get The Grudge and The Ring. So that was Japanese influence, and there's like anime, even a Japanese horror, like, you know, anime. I've seen quite a few, like, trying to remember what, Berserk is one of them, but it's not really that. It's parts of it's gritty and gory, but there's a lot of Japanese horror out there that I need to indulge upon, because I've generally been watching like Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Naruto, you know, the very popular ones that they have. So
more ghosts than India? The truth is, this isn't Chris lacking creativity. Japan has a lot of interesting things to do, especially considering its size, but the number of experiences is still finite. So what ends up happening is that people keep making the same stuff again and again. Like how everybody goes to Japan's Cat Island, or Japan's Rabbit Island, or Japan's Monkey Island. I personally recommend the island with quokkas. Oh wait, that's not Japan. Well, it might as well be, because all the content of world travel I'm getting these days is in Japan. On TikTok, Japan is beginning to feel like the only country that even exists.
Crazy laws that only exist in Japan.
Do not get me started on all the street interview channels in Japan, most of which love to ask if Japanese girls want to date foreigners. So let's see if this deluge of content is really unique to Japan. Let's look at content from another popular country on the world stage, the UK. Here's an
there we go. The UK, there we go. Talking about the UK, lads.
up-and-coming creator that covers some of our best and brightest cities. For example...
But he's from the UK, so obviously he would promote the UK. If you traveled around the world, like I've been to Germany, I've been to France and Malta and Ireland, and then obviously I live in South Africa. So Germany was amazing, Malta was awesome. Ireland, I don't know, like I was there for quite a bit, and it was just a miserable experience, you know. It rains all the time, and it's not really much you can do there, to be honest, like compared to South Africa, even though South Africa has its issues and problems.
Example, this video on how to survive Birmingham, or Stoke, the city with no hope. Seems a little bleak, doesn't it? Actually, there's quite a lot of content on Great Britain, even occasionally being positive in tone. Perhaps that's why so many Americans visit here, even if they can't name any city outside of London. I've spoken a lot about Japan's presence on the internet and the allure that it creates. But the thing is, the country's grasp on the world goes further than we first give thought to. Think back to your childhood.
Yes, please.
What did you watch on TV?
Pokemon, yes.
Pokemon, perhaps. Maybe
Yeah.
Digimon or Dragon
Definitely.
Ball. After you've
Yes.
finished with that, you might boot up your Game Boy or PlayStation
Oh,
and
yes.
play some games.
That is so cool.
These
And
devices
most of
and-
these are Japanese devices.
Media have their roots in
Ooh,
Japan,
Akira is
even
good.
if what we ultimately consumed was localized and transformed into quite a different end product.
These donuts are great!
Even the car your dad took you to school in, it might have been Japanese. If not, then their portable music device probably was. Okay, I understand this seems a little silly to point out. After all, every country takes things from other places because they're considered the best at making it, or because they identify with that overseas brand more. There's a lot of different reasons really. But Japan made a lot of the stuff that mattered to us 80s and 90s kids. The things we found fun.
Ooh,
and
Tamagotchi.
as I said before, the desire to learn more about the things
Beyblade.
that interest us, that's powerful. Because what happens when you finish all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX dub, but you still have a craving? You look it up and see that there's so many more episodes out there that exist only in
remember
Japanese.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Before you know it, you're watching Soul Eater or Blue Exorcist
Yes.
in their unedited form in a language you can't understand if it wasn't for the subtitles at the bottom of the screen.
してこのブロックチェーンとはいかなることでしょう。
However, Japan isn't all about anime. Not everyone that likes Japan is into the stuff. After all, a wise YouTube philosopher once pondered the question, what if Japan banned anime? And the answer is, not a lot. There's so much more cultural
Correct.
export that the country could focus on. That's really my point. Japan's popularity is largely
Technology.
based on our second-hand experience of it. Back then it was Pokemon, but now it's just some IRL streamer gawking at the size of Shinjuku Station or something.
I'm at
Okay.
Shinjuku Station right now.
Japan is popular to me because I hear about it all the time. I check social media, and there's always something about it on there, even though I live almost 6,000 miles from the place. It's an echo chamber of highly passionate people projecting their
that
love
looks
for
so
Japan
cool.
to others who
That is
also love
awesome.
it. Compound that now with an internet that pretty much cherry picks the content it thinks that we'll like, and you have the answer as to why Japan is so popular. Or is it?
I think
See,
it's. I think it's because of the culture, you know, like the technology and the people and the samurai culture. Like the Ghost of Tsushima was pretty good. There's so many different things about the culture. Even watching anime, it was a Samurai Champloo, as Afro Samurai. There was one called Basilisk, which was really good. Yo, Basilisk, yo, that's an amazing
Japan
anime.
doesn't even rank in the top 10 international destinations for American travelers. I hear stories about how overcrowded Kyoto is with tourists,
That's
and
fine.
it definitely is, but do you
Okay.
know which country is most visited by Americans outside of the North American continent? It's the UK.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Enough of you, lad. Sorry about that. He's just promoting the UK. Oh my goodness. All right. So I think that's the main reason. Like, look how beautiful the architecture is and the landscape and technology. It's like, you know, modernize and back with, you know, the culture, the old culture and the old ways. That is amazing. It's beautiful. Cherry blossoms the mountain. I think it's Mount Fuji, if I'm not mistaken. Like, check out the nightlife. That's just amazing. I think that's the main reason why a lot of people want to go there. So I think that's the main reason why I want to go there. Because I think I fell in love with the culture and the anime. So I remember watching Digimon, Pokemon, Metabi, which was, what was it? What's it? It's called Metabi from, what is it called? No, this is gonna bother me. So Metabots. There we go. Metabots. I think, yeah. So there's a lot of I watch a lot of anime in High Anime or Anime Labs. So this is a really, really awesome, amazing website where they have, like, you know, the latest series and movies on anime. That's just bits. Most popular. So I haven't seen One Piece. Oh my god, there's so much adware on this thing. So Naruto Shippuden was good. Oh, Bleach is amazing. Black Clover is amazing. Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Boruto, Naruto, Solo Leveling, Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy Family is also good. Monster X Hunter. Never seen Blue Lock. Attack on Titan. Now that is phenomenal. And the great thing about, see, this is so much adware on this website. You know, bugger off. So I think the reason why people love Japanese culture is because of the food. It depends on your upbringing. Like, you know, the technology. Like, I grew up with, you know, the Game Boy, Nintendo 64, PlayStation. Yeah, so, and I think a lot of people fell in love with that and they got involved in that. So a lot of anime show a bit of the culture and stuff like that. Chainsaw Man is good. Ooh, that's terrible. Dragon Ball Super. Let's see what else. My Hero Academia is good. Haven't seen that yet. Dragon Ball. Ooh, Fairy Tail is also good. There's so many. Oh, Vanguard. Season 2 wasn't that great. Oh, there's so much freaking adware. So I think that's the main reason why people watch it. Like, you know, here we go. Like MetaB. We remember Metabots. That is so cool, man. Metabots. So wicked, man. Yeah. Oh, that is so cool. I think I'm gonna watch that. So I think it's also, you know, watching Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Gift. It's also like, you know, the retro gaming side. Look at that. Like who wouldn't want to like relive their childhood to go to retro gaming? Look at that. That is so cool. It's like old PlayStations, Nintendo 64s. Yo, that's the Nintendo System game cartridge or Atari. That is so amazing. That is cool. So I think the people like the nostalgia of it. It's that Game Boy. Yeah, look at that. That is cool. What else is there? Yeah, we got, you know, cosplayers. A lot of cosplayers. So, yeah, you know, that's Genshin Impact. That's probably Genshin Impact. There's cosplayers. Some of them are really awesome and amazing. I'm trying to find the best, like really cool ones that are so cool. Evangelion, man, that's cool. I'm trying to remember, see if I can remember any of these. Don't know who that is. Ooh, boo. Check it. That is so awesome, dude. That is amazing. That is so cool. Hey, Master Roshi. So I think a lot of like Japanese culture is influenced, especially in America, like, you know, with regards to anime, gaming, cosplaying. Yeah, what else is there? This is the anime. Yeah, so that's One Piece. That's JoJo. I haven't seen that one. That's Naruto. Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball. So I think a lot of people love this. I think that's incredible artwork. Like, it takes a lot of time to do all of this. I think people appreciate that as well. Oh, I need to watch Akira again. That's a really good anime. I think, yeah, so this is Japan culture, the food, the vibrant, the technology. Oh, yeah, I think it's the convenience as well. So, yeah, stunning landscapes, temples and gardens, distinct seasons, politeness and respect, cleanliness, technology, innovation, unique fashion, safety, you know, convenience stores. So why does everybody love Japan? I think it's just everything about it is pretty amazing compared to where I live. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why people go there. Like, check at this, man. Like, that is beautiful. That is absolutely stunning. Like, I would love to just experience all of this, all the beauty, and go into like these small villages and see the culture and see how people live. I think it's pretty amazing. Like, there was a really old school game that I played, which was it was called Tenchu. So Tenchu video game. There we go. I think this is really cool. This is one of the coolest games. I'm gonna actually, you know, get myself an emulator. See, oh, Tenchu was such a good game. I'm trying to replay it. I must replay it. You play as a ninja and then, or shinobi, I should say. I would love to check this out again. So, and then obviously, you know, you get the cars like Tokyo. What's it? Tokyo Cars. So, Tokyo Cars. Tokyo Cars. Like, I think that's also the culture that people love as well. So, like, that is beautiful. I think that's a Nissan. I think that's an old school Nissan GTR. I don't know what's that next to it. That looks very familiar. Daiku. Okay. So that's the RX-7. Okay. Ooh, that's a Nissan. This is the Nissan Skyline, if I'm not mistaken, from Gone in 60 Seconds. Fast and the Furious. That is awesome. I think people love cars. Like, I like cars myself. I don't know much about them, but I would go and check out this in a heartbeat. We run from the police. Illegal racing and stuff like that. So like, look at that. That is amazing. You know, the customization of vehicles in Japan is just ridiculous. Wow. It's quite impressive. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh, they got it. Oh, that's cool. Jeez. Okay, that's a bit of overkill there. Sure. Okay. So I think that's the main reason why people love it. It's so different. So yeah, that's my take on it. I would love to go to Japan one day. I would love to live there. I would love to work there. I've got a friend who stays there, so I'm speaking to him about just applying for any work. It doesn't really matter if I'm a server, a janitor, working anywhere, just as long as I get to live and work in Japan, which is pretty amazing. Let's see, Japan technology. Japan technology. Yeah, look at that. It's like robotics. That's amazing. Like the automation, as well as I could work on this because I did the Gautrain. Maybe I should check what's the Japanese Sanrail train. Wow, look at that. It's so futuristic. But you would never ever see this in South Africa. Never. Ooh, that is cool. That is awesome. So there's a lot of, you know, like these what are they called? They're called theme parks. So like, you know, anime theme parks. There was a Naruto one. There's a Pokemon. So Nintendo has a theme park. So a lot of people go crazy for that. So, look, check at that. Huh. That's impressive. So I think that's the main reason why a lot of people love Japan and would love to go live there one day. I love to do that, and let's see and hope that we can get there one day. So we'll just wait and see what happens. Yeah, that's my take on why people love Japan. I'm gonna go and do a few other ones as well. So yeah, that's my take, and I hope you have a radically awesome, amazing day, and take care of yourself and love yourself. So yeah, that's just my take on it. That's the reason why a lot of people would love to live, work, visit Japan, you know, and experience the culture and what it's like. So yeah, you can check out other YouTube videos that there is on why people would love to live and work in Japan. My main reason is the technology, the anime, the retro gaming, the cosplay, yeah, the technology, the nightlife, the culture, the food. You know, that's like, I love ramen. I have recently had ramen 2 years ago, and it's the most amazing thing I've ever tasted. So now we have a few places in South Africa that, you know, make ramen. There's also Korean barbecue. There's a lot of Chinese restaurants. There's Thai restaurants. I think those are the only ones that I know. I haven't been to a Vietnamese one. I don't think there is. Yeah, so I think that's just my take. So yeah, anyways, take care, and maybe I'll